So back at the Alamo Drafthouse, and today we have Beta and Sarah. So obviously everyone could not stop talking about this movie, and I'm sure you ladies were extremely excited about this. Was this everything you had hoped it would be?
And more.
And more.
And more.
Without giving spoilers, right?
Without giving any spoilers, because how are you supposed to talk about the movie without giving spoilers?
I know. We can talk about how much you clapped or if you cried at all.
Clapped this many times. And then that. It was very exciting.
All right. And Sarah, yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was a good ending, but endings suck anyway, so I would love for them to keep making more Marvel movies.
I have one spoiler. Don't sit through the after credits. You will be disappointed. There is no after credits. You can leave when the movie is over.
Yeah, and that's one of the few good spoilers, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you ladies about scenes. I mean, obviously this was an epic movie with tons of great scenes. Was there maybe a special scene for you girls?
I did love how the Incredible Hulk fused his two selves together without giving away any spoilers.
Okay.
I like that. That was an interesting take on the Hulk.
Right, it's really funny, right? They call him Professor Hulk.
Right. Oh, is that what they call him?
You know, I used to read comic books, so. All right, and Sarah?
I like the new edition, or the new version of Thor, I guess.
That's very non-spoiler.
Not giving any spoilers.
Yeah. Okay, so how would you rank this movie with other MCU movies you've seen?
Well, it was definitely 1,000 times better than the last one.
Yeah, it's a little more humanizing, right?
God, the last one was just depressing, but this one was really, really great.
It was entertaining, yeah. It was definitely funnier than everyone dying.
Especially Thor, right?
Yes, he was quite entertaining.
Okay, so on our show, The Real Screeners.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
One more. Just a tiny little spoiler. Captain America is America's ass. Does have America's ass.
Sure it wasn't the stunt doubles?
That wasn't a spoiler, right? Captain America does have America's ass.
Do you agree?
It's a little too, it's a little too much for me. Yeah.
Like he's got, like, it's too wide, or just too
bubbly. Like, I'm not into bubble butts. Like, that's not my thing.
It's not for everyone. No. Okay. All right, so on our show, The Real Screeners, what we do is we rate our movies on a scale of 1 to 5 movie reels, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. How many reels would you ladies give this?
I'll give it a 5.
I'll give it a 4 just because I hate endings.
Okay.
She's giving
Fair enough. Okay, so nothing else because we don't want to give away any spoilers, but we really want to thank you ladies for being on the show with The Real Screeners, and hopefully we'll see you ladies again here at the Alamo Drafthouse.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
We're here at the Alamo Drafthouse in West El Paso, and I am with Eric and Gerald, who just got out of Endgame. And so what is your initial reaction to watching this movie? How did you like it, Eric?
It was just crazy. I really loved it. It was so interesting.
Yeah? What was your favorite scene in the movie?
Probably when Thanos was going poof.
When Thanos disappears? Finally?
Finally.
Okay. All right, what about you, Gerald? What was your reaction to the film?
Well, it was outstanding. It was just nonstop. It was unreal. It was a great action-packed movie. Never seen one quite this. So I was definitely impressed.
It was very much an epic, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was great. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Okay. What would you say was your favorite character in the movie this time around?
Spider-Man. He's been my childhood favorite for I don't know how long.
Okay. Are you happy where he ended up in this movie?
Yes. He played a big part, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Tony Stark's definitely always been Robert Downey Jr. Favorite character, favorite actor. So he was. That's who I liked. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And so this is the conclusion to all of these Marvel movies, right? This is like an amalgamation of all of the characters from all the different movies. And so did you feel like it was a satisfying conclusion, the way that they ended it all?
Yeah, it was just mind blowing how they did it.
How they did it, yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely had some finality to it. I mean, a tearjerker, made you feel for all of them, and it really put it all together really sweet. A great movie. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so you definitely would recommend it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you going to watch it more than one time?
Probably 15 times.
Probably 15 times.
Yes, definitely.
So on our YouTube channel, we rate our movies between 1 and 5 movie reels. 5 being the highest rating, 1 being the lowest rating. So out of 5 reels, how many reels would you give this movie?
5.
5, without a doubt?
Without a doubt.
No question?
No question.
No doubts?
No doubts.
Without a doubt, 5. Yeah,
5 reels.
you bet.
Awesome. So, you guys really enjoyed the movie, so I'm glad that you did, and thank you for being on our channel, Eric, and Mr. Gerald, thank you for being on our channel.
So here with us tonight we have Ian. Ian, this is a movie that's been building up for obviously 11 years and a ton of hype. Did it live up to your expectations?
Oh, absolutely. I saw it last night. I'm seeing it again tonight. I just couldn't believe how every single movie was connected into this movie, referencing all the way back to Iron Man 1. It just blew my mind, and I just can't wait to watch it again and pick it apart again. It's unreal.
Yeah, a lot of people were coming out of the theaters with different emotions. You know, were you part of that emotional roller coaster without giving too much away?
Absolutely. It was a mix of joy, sadness, smiles, tears, excitement, and just a little bit of mourning as well.
Right. Yeah, and again, not trying to give too much away. How would you compare this with other movies in the MCU?
I would say this one definitely packs more of a punch emotionally. Mm-hmm. This one really, has more of a impact as far as, again, emotional, but it really just hits you really hard where you least expect it.
Right, it's a little bit different from the other Marvel movies, right? It's maybe a little more humanizing, perhaps?
Exactly. It's more, less of a, not so much a superhero movie, but more of like a more art mixed with superhero, I think. It really, Joe and Anthony Russo at their finest, at literally at their peak, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously they did a great job with Captain America and Infinity War, so it just makes sense, right, that they would make this a knockout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And just their little tweaks, little like Joe Russo, spoiler, not his cameos, obviously.
Yeah.
Just
that's
everything
not
like
a big
that.
deal. Yeah, he has a cameo. Okay, so on our show, The Real Screeners, what we do is we rate this on a scale of 1 to 5 movie reels. So, 1 obviously being the lowest, 5 being the best. So how many movie reels would you give this movie?
5.
5. Easily, right?
Oh yeah, if I could give it any higher, I'd go higher.
I know. You guys need to bump up your reel system for this movie. Okay. Anything else you'd like to add about this movie or about the saga? Anything else?
I worked with one of the assistant directors who worked on Infinity War and Endgame, and then I worked on a movie with Ben Affleck and Oscar Isaac, Triple Frontier. We were working on that, and then I saw Infinity War that night, and he was like, mate, what the hell's wrong with you? And he was like, I just saw Infinity War. I can't, really depressed right now.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he literally just threw a bunch of spoilers at me right then and there.
Man.
And I ignored it until I saw this movie, and it was just like, he threw some real spoilers and some fake spoilers, so it was kind of hard to figure out what it was
red
doing.
herrings there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the experience. It seems like everyone is enjoying this fantastic movie. It's one of those things where if you don't watch it in the theater, you're missing out, and if you're a kid, you better watch it or else you're going to miss out on a big section of your childhood, right?
Yeah, no, this is truly a movie event. I compare it to like Force Awakens, where everyone's coming to see this. It's absolutely fantastic to see so many people coming to see this movie.
Okay. Well, you know what, Ian? We appreciate having you and your insight on the show. Hopefully, we'll see you again at the Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah, thank you. Aloha.
We're here at the Alamo Drafthouse with Aaron and Reagan, who just got out of Endgame. And first, we'd like to hear your initial reaction to this film. First thoughts?
It was the perfect way to close out this Avengers series. It was just a really, really good film. Well done,
Yeah.
That's it. Overall, I'm not gonna give anything away. That's all I can say.
Right. So, considering that the film was a little over 3 hours, did it feel that long?
It didn't feel long enough.
Yeah, you wanted more.
Yes.
Awesome. Did you like the movie?
Yes, but
Yes?
I missed some things.
Why did you miss some things?
I don't want to talk.
Well, there were some movie originals. She wasn't born when. She was too young to start seeing them when they first started coming out, so she didn't.
She's missing a little bit of the
She's missing a little bit of the backstory,
And she's a bad parent and didn't catch me.
and I think some of the pop culture references,
Yeah, also, of
but of course, I mean
course,
that's with all of the Marvel movies, it's all of the really great pop culture references worked through there. So
Absolutely, yeah.
and I will say, I'm a musician, and I will say the score is fantastic. It really helps move the movie along. It's exciting. It's everything you would want a superhero movie to have, and the action, the acting, everything.
Yeah, the music is really good, and you made a very excellent point about how, well, you need to know all the storylines to really get the whole, gist of the film. So, if you had to pick a favorite scene without giving too much away, which one would you pick?
The end.
Or just a memorable?
The end.
The end.
The end. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
what about you?
I can't say without giving it away.
Okay. All right. So we'll keep it a secret. Okay. Awesome. So how would you rank this film in comparison to all the other Marvel films? Would you say that this is your favorite, or do you have one that stands out even more?
I really love Thor Ragnarok, but I'm a Loki person, so that
shirt says it all.
Yeah, my shirt says it all. But
And mine does
this
too.
one was by far it was really, really good. It ranks up there with them.
Awesome. Okay. So on our YouTube channel, we rank our films 1 through 5 movie reels. 5 being the highest rating, 1 the lowest. So out of 5 movie reels, how many reels would you give this film?
10.
Enough said.
Yes, I agree with her. It 5 doesn't seem enough. It's
Simple.
we loved
love the movie
we
too.
loved it 3,000.
There you go.
Oh,
You're
God.
gonna watch it more than once?
Yeah.
Probably, yes.
Well, thank you so much.
you. It
was great
so
to meet
much.
you.
Likewise. Thank you so much.
This time around, we have Renee and Melissa. Smiling faces. Obviously, you enjoyed the movie, right?
Yes.
Okay, just give me your general thoughts on the movie.
It was an incredible movie, very heartbreaking though. Lots of memories actually happening all at once. But it was an amazing movie, but just, yes, very heartbreaking.
Okay. So it seems like a lot of people are talking about this tissue box phenomenon with this movie. So Renee, did that affect you in that manner?
It was intense. There's no doubt about it. I mean, thinking, like Melissa was saying, taking us back almost in a sense of a time travel in the movie. I was thinking about it back from '08 all the way to now. It was a lot to take in. There's no doubt. Like we were just talking about, it kind of felt like a little punch drunk from the movie. But yeah, just a whirlwind of emotion.
So this movie, speaking of a draining movie, it was a 3-hour movie. I mean, did it feel that long for you guys?
It didn't, but it is very tiring now just because of the emotions that were involved. So, especially, we first met when, the Avengers first started, with Iron Man, and actually my husband introduced me to Iron Man and all of that. And then with us having our twin boys, they love the Avengers right now. So this movie just kind of brought back a lot of family memories with, things that happened. And so I think that's what brought in even more emotion, was knowing that we've really brought our family together with the love of the Avengers and with Marvel, and then seeing what's happened in this, episode is just, it's a lot.
So Marvel's transcending the screen for you guys. That speaks to the greatness of Marvel, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just can't wait for the next one. I'm already waiting. When's the next one coming out?
Yeah, and kind of wondering, well, where are they going to go from here, right?
Exactly. What's going to happen next? We're already waiting for that. What's going to happen next?
Okay. So on our show, The Real Screeners, what we do is we rank it on a scale of 1 to 5, and since we're the Real Screeners, we rank it in movie reels. So we'll start with you, Renee. How many movie reels out of 5 would you rank this movie?
Shoot, I guess probably good, like 4.5 to 5. It was just from the emotional impact. Absolutely.
Okay. And Melissa?
I would give it a 5, definitely.
Barely 5 or easily 5?
Barely 5 because I'm really sad. I was very stubborn and was not expecting what happened to happen.
Right.
But yeah, so I would give it a barely 5 just because I'm really sad about it.
I think a lot of people agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, you guys are fantastic when it comes to not spoiling things, but still giving out kind of what to expect. So we're very thankful for having you guys on the show, and hopefully we'll see you guys again here at the Alamo Drafthouse. You guys have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thanks, you too. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. All right, guys.
Good to meet you.
Thanks.
Diego and Daniel just got out of Avengers Endgame, and we're here at the Alamo Drafthouse to get their reaction. So, initial thoughts. What was your feeling? How did you feel when you got out of this movie?
It was like one of the greatest
movies you've ever seen.
Pretty much. It's like an amazing conclusion for a great 10 years of the Marvel Universe. There couldn't have been a better conclusion with all the scenes. The final Iron Man scene was just like historic.
Awesome. Okay, what about you?
It was just an amazing movie.
An amazing
Great.
movie all around. Okay.
Everything up. It hit the feels.
Yeah, the feels awesome. Okay, so yeah, what did you think? So did you enjoy the amount of? Did you guys laugh? Did you enjoy the humor and then also like the emotional aspect of it?
Yeah, this movie had like a lot of emotional scenes, like the funny scenes, like the Build-A-Bear, and then of course the Iron Man's death, which was really it was really impacting, and I was like, oh my god. But it was such a great way to conclude it too, so it was like really a great emotional movie.
Awesome. Did you have a favorite scene? What scene did you like the most?
That's
a hard question.
Oh, I really liked the Cap and Mjolnir when he grabbed Mjolnir. That was amazing.
That was memorable, huh?
That and when Thanos dusted. That was really satisfying.
Disappears at the end, finally.
That was, that was.
This movie incorporates like some time travel stuff. How did you guys like that aspect of the movie?
That was crazy. I was not expecting it at all. I thought they were gonna do something completely different, like just go straight for the gauntlet. But they time traveled.
Yeah, they threw that in there. Yeah,
that was really cool.
Okay, all right. Did you enjoy where all the characters ended up? More or less, did you enjoy their fate in the movie, where they all ended up at the end?
I think they actually separated from one line to multiple lines, so where the MCU could lead off. So I think they opened up a lot of windows of opportunity, which would be amazing to see.
Awesome. So on our YouTube channel, we rate our movies between 1 and 5 movie reels. Okay, 5 reels being the highest rating, 1 reel being the lowest. So out of 5 reels, how many reels would you give this movie?
6. I'm just kidding, 5.
Okay, beyond 5.
Yeah, definitely a 5.
Definitely a 5.
Really
Okay.
5.
So you guys definitely are big fans. You guys are fans of all the Marvel movies. You've seen them all?
Oh yeah.
All of them?
All of them. No, almost memorized every single line of all of them.
Okay, well, it was great meeting you. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you, and have a good evening. Next up, we have Juliana and her father Ruben here for Avengers Endgame. Just general thoughts, Ruben. What did you think of the movie?
Great movie. Great ending to the long saga. Really good.
And Juliana, what did you think of this movie?
I think I liked it. I liked it.
Really? Was there something specifically that you liked about the movie? Maybe was it some of the fighting, some of the characters? What did you really like about it?
I liked how they all came together at the end.
Oh, nice, huh? That was pretty neat, right? Because I guess people were expecting such a huge finish, right? Okay. Any characters that really stood out for you?
Cap's the way it ended with Cap. I like that. Yeah, I don't know how much other than that I can say.
I know, right? It's like you can't say anything about this movie, right?
No.
Okay. And Juliana, did you have a favorite character in this movie?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. She's super strong. She can take on anyone in the universe, huh?
Yes.
All right. Have you seen other Marvel movies, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. How do you think this movie ranks compared to maybe other Marvel movies? Would you say this is just as good, not as good, or way better?
I think it's a little better.
Right. And you know what? A lot of people agree with you, so you definitely know what you're talking about. Okay. And Ruben, your thoughts. How does this compare with other MCU movies?
Great ending. It was awesome. Everybody should see it.
Yeah, definitely. If you don't watch this movie at the theater, you're missing out on a life experience. Okay, so the last question we're going to ask is, how would you rank the movie? So, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the best, how many stars would you give this movie?
A 5.
A 5? Awesome, awesome. Okay, and yourself? So on our channel specifically, we do movie reels because we're the reel screeners. So how many reels would you give this movie, Ruben?
Oh my God, 5. It's 5, and on top of that, another 5. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Okay, so some more satisfied customers here, guys. Thank you so much, Ruben and Juliana, for being here, and we hope to see you guys again at the Alamo Drafthouse.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a great weekend.
I'm here with Campeon and Manny, who just got out of Endgame here at the Alamo Drafthouse, and I would like to hear your initial reaction to this film, first and foremost. So, your initial reaction, what do you think?
I don't even think I touched my food. The entire movie was just awesome. I even got choked up a little bit. It was great.
Yeah, and that's a good point. It's 3 hours long, right? So, did you feel the length of the movie, or did it go by fast?
As I knew it was coming to the end of the movie, I was in my head. I was like, no, please, like I want another hour, like more.
Yeah. What about you?
We sat there after the movie was over because we thought there was more. We wanted more. We wanted to continue to see more, and we're disappointed there wasn't anything after that. But it was a perfect scene. It was a perfect ending to it.
Perfect. Okay, so how would you rank this film in comparison to all the other Marvel films?
So, what I think about this film, I like it out of all of them the most, but I only think the reason I like it so much is because of all the other movies.
Gotcha. Okay, obviously because you won't understand, right? Unless you see all the other films and how it all culminates, right? Right.
Grand finale, you can't have the other ones and have this, right? It wouldn't make sense. So just the way they kind of put it, it should be the best film.
Okay, so I know that it's hard to keep it spoiler free, but if you could try to pick a favorite scene without spoiling too much, what scene stood out?
Favorite scene?
Yeah.
All right. Favorite scene is the battle with Thanos. No, like without spoilers, everything that happened, I was like, oh, makes sense. This is perfect.
Awesome. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So on our YouTube channel, we rate our movies using movie reels. 5 reels being the highest rating, 1 reel the lowest. So out of 5 reels, how many reels would you give this movie?
I would just ask this question, but on like a scale of 1 to 10, I said 11 then, so now I'll say 6 reels.
6 reels.
6.
Okay, well, glad that you guys enjoyed it so much. Thank you so much. Okay, have a good evening. Thank you.
Okay, so this time we have Rafael and Cybele. Just a very basic question, guys. There's a ton of hype following this movie. What are your general thoughts? Do you feel like it lived up to it?
Damn. They pulled it off, to be honest, but shouldn't have watched this movie. Never gonna look at Marvel the same way again without them.
Oh man, how about you? Do you agree or disagree with that?
I'm not that big of a Marvel fan, but I do enjoy Chris Evans' butt.
No spoilers! Okay, so did you have a favorite character? I mean, we can't talk about too many scenes, but any favorite characters?
Yeah, Spider-Man's my favorite since I was a kid. So he's always been my favorite, so he did intense this movie as well.
Okay.
Not as much Showtime because he's dusted, but
right. I got you.
Intense.
Okay. And so going into this movie, Cybele, what were your thoughts or expectations for this movie?
I did expect a lot out of this movie, but it really did live up to it. There's a lot of scenes that were unexpected.
So on our show, The Real Screeners, what we do is we rate our movies on a scale of 1 to 5, right? Since we're the real, like movie reel screeners, we give it 1 reel to 5 reels, right? So how many reels would you give this movie?
5.
5. Barely 5 or easily 5?
Easily 5.
Easily 5, okay. How about yourself, Cybele?
An easy 5.
Easy 5?
Yes.
Okay. And how does this rank for you, Rafael, compared to all the other MCU movies?
Top, best movie. It was completely different. There was nothing, you can't compare Endgame to the rest.
Right.
Endgame's
This is the Endgame, right?
Something else.
All right, it's a great culmination to the saga, huh?
Yeah, it's perfect.
All right, guys, so it seems like everyone is excited about this movie. No one's giving it anything below a 4, so this is a generational type movie, I would say. And if you do not watch this, you're definitely missing out. Thank you, guys. Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys for being on the show with The Real Screeners, and we hope to see you guys again soon, okay? All right.